Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Capricorn, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking in each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Capricorn, let's get started. How does Capricorn currently view this relationship? So we have the 10 of Cups, we got the 9 of Swords, and then we also have the 5 of Swords. Before I open my mouth and say anything, I want to look at your person's energy just to see what's going on there. And first, how does this person currently view this relationship with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and then we also have the 7 of Swords. Okay. All right, let's start off with them first, and then we'll jump back over to you, so that way the reading in itself flows and it all makes sense. So we have the Knight of Cups to the 5 of Pentacles to the 7 of Swords. I am getting an overall energy of them essentially confronting you. There's an energy of them essentially feeling like you're hiding something from them, or you're doing something behind their back. Now, they're not entirely sure if you are hiding something from them and or doing anything behind their back. I just kind of feel like what's leading them to think and believe that you're hiding something from them or doing something behind their back has a lot to do with the way that you've been acting as of lately. Is basically what I'm getting. Now, with the 5 of Swords to the 9 of Swords coming out here, I do feel like all of this is definitely catching you off guard. It's like you don't understand where all of this is coming from and what would lead this person to think and believe that you're doing anything, behind their back. It's actually leading you to basically think and believe that they're actually doing something behind your back, and they're just accusing you of doing something, behind your back because they're doing something behind your back. Let's go to the 7 of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Devil out here. No, this person seriously thinks you're doing something behind their back. And it's because you've been acting differently as of lately. It's not stemming from a place of them having like a guilty conscience or anything like that. It's stemming from a place of them essentially noticing that you've been acting different as of lately. I don't know if you recently switched up your routine or what the case may be, or you're doing something out of like your norm, but whatever's going on your end, it's causing them to feel like, this is a red flag, something's going on, I don't like it, let me just talk to them about it. So I guess to like answer your question, are they doing all of this because they're doing something behind your back? No. No, it's for the reasons why I already basically mentioned. How does Capricorn feel? How does No, I'm not taking that. How does Capricorn feel? We have the Ace of Wands to the Ace of Swords, and then we also have the Emperor. Can I say something between you and I? And I'm not going to say anything, obviously. Like, I'm not going to say anything to this person. This is just like a between you and I type of conversation. This entire situation that's happening between you and them, as far as like them thinking that you're doing something, behind their back, and them confronting you about it, things of that nature, it's causing you to like feel empowered and wanted and desired by this person. It's interesting because I feel like for whatever odd reason, it used to be the other way around, where you used to be the one that was constantly thinking the worst when it came down to them and accusing them of X, Y, and Z. And it made them feel empowered. It made them feel seen. It made them feel important. It made them feel desired, by you. But now it's like the roles are reversed. It's not now it's them thinking the worst of you. Now it's them, accusing you of things and confronting you about it. You know what I mean? And getting like all obsessive, and territorial with you is another thing that I'm getting to. They're getting very obsessive and territorial with you. But yeah, it's causing you to feel empowered, seen, wanted, desired, things of that nature. How does this person currently feel? We have the World, we have the Two of Swords, and then we also have the King of Pentacles. Interesting. Interesting. They just don't understand. They just don't understand why they keep finding themselves thinking the worst when it comes down to you. Especially when they go based off of their physical reality with you. Like their physical reality with you is not giving them any sort of, I guess, indication that you're doing something behind their back. So the fact that they still find themselves thinking that you are, like, they can't quite explain that to themselves anyways. Like, man, why am I thinking this way? Like, why am I, like, randomly thinking that they're doing something behind my back all of a sudden? Like, what the heck is going on with me? The World. Let me look at the World. I'm over here like, wait, what is going on? Tell me more about the World. We have the Hermit to the Four of Swords, and then we also have the Six of Cups. You guys are trading places. You guys are trading places, which I was kind of suspecting that this was what was happening here. In other words, they're going to start walking a mile in your shoes, and you're going to start walking a mile in their shoes. It kind of looks like once upon a time the roles were reversed. You were the one behaving this way. You were the one acting this way. You were the one constantly questioning them. What are you doing? Where you going? Who you with? You know, and being all territorial and stuff. You know what I mean? Now it kind of looks like the roles are reversed. You know, when you were like this with them, it made them feel wanted, desired, seen, safe, secure, you know? But now that the roles are essentially, you know, reversed here, you're going to find yourself feeling that way now. And they're going to find themselves feeling very, very stressed out. Is basically what I'm getting. And the reason why all of this is basically happening is because of the World. This person's going to experience what you went through to get a full understanding of what you had to endure and go through, is basically what I'm getting. But why though? That's like my thing. Sorry, hold on. Why? Why is this happening? Yeah, if I can talk. We have the Ace of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles to the Fool. Okay. So I feel like this is happening for like a few reasons. For one, when you were the one behaving this way and acting this way, this person didn't really fully understand where you were coming from and why you were the way that, you know, you were with them, and why were you, you know, why you were constantly stressing and all of these things. Well, they're going to obviously get a taste of what it was like to essentially walk in your shoes and tolerate the things that you tolerated and endure the things that you essentially endured on your behalf. So that this person could understand, you know, what it's like to walk a mile in your shoes. Not only that, not only that, but with the with the Ace of Pentacles, so Four of Pentacles, so Fool coming out here, I think that this person, not only are they going to experience what you went through, but they're also going to experience how hard it was for you to go through what you went through, while also trying your hardest to keep this relationship between the two of you intact and afloat. And all of this was stemming from a place of you essentially feeling like this is somebody who matters to you, this is somebody who's important to you, this is somebody that you don't want to be without. So even though you had to experience a whole lot, you know, as far as like constantly thinking the worst of them, having zero peace of mind, you fought through all of that just to continue to keep this person in your life. And it kind of looks like now it's their turn to do the exact same thing. I think that when it is all said and done and this cycle wraps up and they learn, it's not necessarily a lesson being learned. It's because it's not a lesson and it's not karma. It's none of those things. It's, God, how do I explain it? I don't think I've ever actually seen this in a reading before now that I think about it, but it's not karma or them learning like a valuable lesson or anything like that. It's, I feel like all of this is actually happening so that way the two of you can find, you know, a appreciation, I would say, like for one another, because now that the roles are essentially reversed, I feel like you do appreciate and value the fact that this person stood by your side through the good and the bad times, even when you found yourself overthinking things and constantly thinking the worst. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there is a sense of appreciation, that you have for this person, because this person did stick by your side through it all. And now it kind of looks like it's your turn. It's your turn to basically endure the things that they had to endure with you. And it's now their turn to endure the things that you had to endure while being with them. And when this cycle does wrap up and this person, gets to like walk a mile in your shoes, they're going to find a whole new appreciation for you, and this entire relationship, which is kind of making me feel like the reason why this is also happening is because spirit, as well as the universe, is trying to get the both of you to see how good y'all got it with one another, because you got it good with them and they got it good with you. So I feel like your relationship with this person is being tested in the ways that it's being tested, to get the two of you to value and appreciate one another and realize how good y'all both got it. You know what I mean? Because this person could have easily got up and left you the moment you started to stress them out, but they didn't do that. They stood by your side. You're gonna have to do the same. You're going to have to do the same. And they, unfortunately, are going to have to go through everything that you basically went through. And like I said, it's going to stress them out. It's going to stress them out. But they're going to, continue to remain a part of this relationship and fight for it either which way. And once this cycle, I guess, wraps up, they'll learn to really value and appreciate you and what they share with you. I think that the universe just wants you guys to see how good y'all both got it with one another. Because let's just be honest. I think it's safe to say this. You're not going to find another them out there in the world. They know that they're not going to find another you out there in the world. I just kind of feel like the universe just wants you guys to really, really see that. Like, you may know that, like, oh, I'm never going to find somebody better than them, And they might think the same exact way, which is great. But I feel like the universe really wants y'all to, like, really see that. Like, really, really see that is basically what I'm getting. Okay, fair enough. Let's keep going. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this in a reading before. What actions? Yep, get ready because it's coming. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Now you're going to have to be the one that's going to have to constantly prove yourself to them. Just like they were the one that was constantly having to prove themselves to you. Now it's your turn. You're going to have to constantly reassure them like they had to reassure you. You're going to have to constantly prove your love to them the way that they basically proved their love to you. You're going to have to prove your loyalty to them the same way that they proved their loyalty to you. Now it's your turn. What actions? What actions will this person take towards Capricorn or moving forward? Here we go. It's starting. It's starting. It's starting. Yep, it's starting. We got the Eight of Pentacles, so the Six of Pentacles, so the Four of Cups out here. Oh, it's happening. So what I see starting, well, this is what's starting first, and then this is also what's going to end up happening. So for starters, we kind of see this person thinking that you're doing something behind their back. I am getting that. So they're accusing you of doing something behind, their back. So that's starting. What I also see happening is them essentially feeling like you don't want them. Them essentially questioning, why do you even want them? Why do you even want to be with them? This is more than likely something that you actually found yourself experiencing at some point throughout the course of your involvement with them. So you're going to have to reassure them, things of that nature. But I do see that definitely happening on their behalf. There is an energy of unhappiness taking place in this person's life. Well, the reason why all of that is happening is because they're experiencing a lot of intrusive thoughts. They constantly find themselves thinking that you're doing something behind their back, and they themselves can't even quite explain why they even think that way about you, because if they're going based off of their physical reality with you, nothing is happening here that's leading them to think and believe that that is the case. Going back to like what I said as far as like them essentially thinking all this about you, I feel like you're making like, it's not sudden changes that you're making. Let me paint like a picture for you. Let's just say, for example, When this person texts you, you typically get back to them within an hour, right? Well, one day you might get back to them, within 2 hours, which is basically not, you know, a part of your norm. You always get back to them in like an hour or less. So the fact that you're taking longer than an hour to get back to them, they're just like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, they must be doing something. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like little things like that. Or let's just say, for example, you always get home at like 7 o'clock on the freaking dot, and you end up getting home at like, I don't know, like 7:05, 7:10. You know what I mean? That can throw this person off and make this person think like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, it's 7:10. You always get here at 7. It's 7:10. Like, why are you 10 minutes late? Like, what held you up for 10 minutes? Like, small things like that. And I know it sounds crazy now that I say it, right? It sounds crazy that they would even like question you on like, yo, it's 10 minutes. You always get here at 7 o'clock, and it's 7:10. That's 10 whole minutes. What was holding you up for 10 minutes? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, you probably did that to this human being. Don't lie. You probably did that. If they're 10 minutes late, you over here asking them, where were you at? Who were you with? And what was holding you up, for 10 minutes? Now you're going to have to experience that. Now you're going to have to experience that. I hate to say it. You're going to have to experience that. You're going to have peace of mind. I will say that. I mean, that's the only positive thing, You're going to have peace of mind. You're going to be at peace. They're not, but, now you finally are. So, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? And is it going to annoy you and bother you? You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. It's going to annoy you and bother you every time this person finds themselves thinking that you're doing X, Y, and Z, behind, their back. No, there's going to come a point in time where it is going to bother you and annoy you and, ugh, here you go again, But this is you walking a mile in their shoes, just like this is them walking a mile in your shoes, I just feel like the universe wants the two of you to, because I feel like y'all know this. But it's like the universe wants y'all to like know this, that you got it good with them and they got it good with you. I feel like the universe just wants y'all to know this. Not just know it, but to know it and believe it and feel it, honey, is basically what I'm getting. So get ready. Because the tables are already turning here in this entire situation. And it kind of looks like it's happening now. So like I said, on the bright side, at least, for you, you're going to be at peace, something that you didn't necessarily have because you were constantly thinking the worst. When it came down to this one, you're going to feel empowered, you're going to feel wanted, desired. And guess what? You're also going to feel this one constantly dry humping your last nerve with the whole, I just want to know, like, what took you 10 minutes? What took you 10 minutes? What were you doing for 10 minutes? You always get home at 7. Like, what were you doing in those 10 minutes? Like, what? I don't understand. What took you 10 minutes? Like, oh, I stopped at the gas station. What gas station? Where? And last time I checked, it doesn't take a person 10 minutes to like fill up a gas tank. So like, what else were you doing, Capricorn? Get ready, because those say, child, get ready, because the same stuff that you were constantly questioning them about, they're gonna turn around and do the exact same thing. Well, what took you 10 minutes? You're 10 minutes late, so something was holding up your time for 10 whole minutes. So what were you doing? Oh, gas station? What gas station? Well, it doesn't take 10 minutes to pump the gas. So, oh, I went inside to grab a Gatorade. Okay. Well, what Gatorade? Where's the receipt? Where's the receipt? Oh, I don't have it. Show me your bank statements. Oh, get ready, honey. Get ready. May the Lord be with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like the universe just wants y'all to know how good y'all have it with one another. Is basically what I'm getting. This is why all this is happening. It's like the universe just wants you guys to truly value and appreciate one another. Like, you got a good thing, and they know that they got a good thing too, but it's like, once the universe starts testing y'all and putting y'all through this, y'all are gonna know at the end of the day, like, yo, I got a good man by my side. Like, for real, like, you don't understand. Like, or no, I got a good woman by my side. You just don't get it. Like, I got a good woman by my side. Like, that's how y'all are gonna be talking about one another once this wraps up. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.